Hello, peoples. Welcome to the final episode of Trigun DAC. We have made it to the end, and what an ending it was. So let's talk about it.
Well, the really only good thing to talk about, honestly, I think, is the final episode.
Yeah.
The episodes leading up to it kind of were slow and boring.
Yeah, that's fact. Like the last couple of MustHangOn episodes, except for the first one.
Yeah, when they're still on the ship,
Yeah,
they're still
21.
in seeds. They got the three guys, the puppet master, the really big dude, and the drill weirdo dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that fight was pretty cool. You had Wolfwood against the big dude, you had Vash against the drill guy, and then the puppet master just kind of gets owned in the
doing
end.
his thing.
But
the puppet master portion was a really great reveal at the end when they kill Brad. Cause that part's so good. Because she ends up being a puppet the whole time, and the real girl has been tied up and hidden somewhere, and then Brad gets shot dead, and everything goes to crap.
And then randomly Wolfwood ends up on some floating device and finds the puppet guy and just blows him up.
Yeah, he just how did it
happens?
How did he know?
It just
but
does.
Whatever. So yeah, the main thing to really talk about past that is basically the first and the last episode 26.
Yeah, we had the episodes up until then, the gung ho gun fights. You had the sniper dude,
the
Vash
little
takes
kid.
care of, the huge fucking plot story thing was apparently Wolfwood was working for Knives the whole time.
He was a gung ho gun.
Well, not technically, but he was gonna become one,
right.
like initiation into it kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
I think that was the third to last episode. So 24.
I think it was 24.
So in that episode, apparently Wolfwood has a mentor, comes to town, tells Wolfwood that he needs to just take care of Ash. His previous orders are retracted. And when he does, he'll become a full-fledged gung ho gun and he'll obtain his title.
Exactly.
And of course, Wolfwood, being the good guy that we all know he is, decides against it. And that was kind of a really depressing episode.
Yeah,
because a lot of feels.
He drops the dick in the insurance girl and then dies. So that one was rough because you really feel for her in that episode, because that's when you finally get that whole she's into Wolfwood and the other girl is into Vash. Yeah, Meryl's into Vash, which everybody already knows. But then she finds the person that she wants to be with in the series, and he just straight up dies right after their important emotional moment. He's just gone. That's messed up.
He's gone, children. He is fucking gone.
Yeah, so that happens, and I will definitely say these last episodes have been very heavy. Which makes sense because it's the end of the series. You gotta end it with a big bang. Exactly. Though I will say, speaking of wrapping it up, the ending. Ah, God, I wanted him to kill Knives so bad.
Before we get to the ending, there is the final gung ho gun that Vash does take care of is Legato himself.
Right.
So leading up to that, Wolfwood has already passed on, and so Legato is in town. And he's trying to get to Vash.
Yes.
There's a scene where Legato is talking to Knives, and Knives is in this regeneration chamber thing, which we don't know about yet.
No.
But Legato mentions that he'll make Vash suffer, which you assume he'll kill someone, make him sad, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But you figure out later on he ends up making Vash actually kill him.
Exactly. Which
if you've been following the show, which you should have been at this point in this series,
clearly,
Vash hasn't technically killed anyone directly.
Yes, which Legato actually calls him on. He calls him on the fact that you say that you haven't killed anybody, but all of these people are dying around you, and you're just justifying it by your hands not being dirty. And which is a very interesting spin on that whole Vash I don't kill anybody thing, because everyone around him just ends up dying because of him.
Yeah, so Legato takes control of a bunch of the townspeople. They're attacking the two girls, and apparently Vash's feelings for them is a little more important than his own morals, so he ends up pulling the trigger.
Yep.
And Legato's gone, children.
Yep. And also, you also find out that the reason why Legato and Vash are connected is because Legato has Vash's left arm. So now after after Knives shot off Vash's left arm, he gave it to Legato. And that's why Legato has the control over Vash's powers that he does, because he has his arm.
Yep.
So that's another important thing that you get to learn.
Yep. And so that's the second to last episode, because the one after that was the filler one. Yeah. So episode 25 we figured was a filler.
Skipped it.
We got about 3-4 minutes in, and up until this point, using the rules that we've been using, we weren't really feeling much. So we decided that we were going to skip the filler, and in doing so, we just chugged a full one.
Exactly.
We needed to catch up. We felt like this is the final episodes. We needed to have a good amount of beer in us.
Exactly.
So we just chugged a full one, skipped to the final episode, and the final episode we are at.
Yes.
So, the ending.
Okay, yeah. So the ending.
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool. It really did like solidify all of the things that you wondered about as far as the entire series of episodes was going. It gave a lot of closure, except for the fact that me personally, I wanted him to kill Knives.
Yeah, but we all knew this was coming. It's the Vash versus Knives fight.
Yeah.
There's the two guns. There's the two brothers. It was bound to happen.
Yep.
We thought it was kind of funny. At the beginning of the episode, they're just kind of staring each other down like, what's up,
Yeah.
bro?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Been a while.
You look good. You know, whole red jacket thing.
130 years.
You know.
Done good things.
Oh, no wrinkles.
Yeah.
You
So
look nice.
huge gunfight happens off. They're going back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
Knives ends up with both of the guns on. Well, before that, Knives tries to go all angel arm with his black gun. Vash cancels it out with his.
Yeah.
Knives eventually gets both the guns and tries to double angel arm him. And then Wolfwood has a final cameo. Vash shows up to the fight with his cross gun thing.
Right.
Uses that to kind of just own Knives in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And Vash takes care of the fight from there.
Yep.
The overall fight I thought was pretty cool. It had some interesting elements. The angel gun arm things took like a whole evolutionary step. They got like wings and feathers and all kinds of crazy shit to them this time.
Yeah, so you finally got to see the like full evolution of their power, and that was great. Like everything was awesome except for the fact that my god, I feel like the very ending was not the ending that I wanted. Like, here's what I'm going to compare this to. If any of you have ever watched the very last episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, when instead of killing him, he takes his bending powers away, I'm like, I liked that. I liked that one because it made more sense. He just made him human. With the Knives Vash fight, I feel like the entire time it was leading up to him supposedly being the one person that Vash has to get rid of. Like everyone else, he doesn't have to kill, but Knives is the one person who has done him so much wrong that this is the person that he has to end. And then when he ends up not doing it and just, I guess, paralyzing him.
Yeah, shoots all of his extremities, shoots both of his arms, both of his legs. Again, oh, that reminds me. You learn in, I don't know if it's this, I think it's the beginning of the final episode or like a couple of ones before it. Knives is a bitch.
Oh, he's a punk
Knives
bitch.
is a fucking punk ass bitch that gets shot in the leg once and he's like, no, you shot me. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah,
Really?
he gets shot in the leg and he starts to cry.
It's like you've
Come
been this
on,
like
dude.
shit talking badass dude that wants to throw all this stuff in Vash's face, and Vash shoots you once in the leg, and all of a sudden
you're a punk and you cry and you scream. How dare you? That was ridiculous. That was super.
It was whack.
That was super whack. So I mean, that's the way I feel about it. Just because, I don't know. Because like him, like paralyzing him basically doesn't change the mindset that that Knives has. It doesn't change the fact that he killed Rem. It doesn't change the fact that he killed a bunch of the humans that you were trying to protect. It doesn't change any of that. And
it leaves it open for more, honestly.
Yes.
But I mean, the series is so old, we know there isn't like a continuation series.
Yeah.
There is like a movie spinoff that was done. I haven't seen that one personally, so I don't really know where that goes.
Yeah.
But like Trigun's done. Like it's been done for years, and there's nothing that's gonna come of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really just leaves it so open ended, where Knives could come back, try again, even though he knows that Vash can freaking own him because he's already done it twice, essentially. The first time he blew him in half.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Especially, I mean, come on. The first time they fought, he used Angel Arm to cut him in half. Why couldn't you do it this time? It was important now. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But
whatever.
Anyway, long story short, Trigun is done. We have completed it. All 26 episodes are complete. And now it is time to begin a new series. And the series that we are going to begin next week is Samurai Champloo. So that'll be next week. We're gonna do episodes 1 through 5 of Samurai Champloo. I have seen every episode of this.
As have I.
It was a while ago, so it's going to be completely new to me because I have the memory of a goldfish. So, yeah, we're going to start episodes 1 through 5, and then we're going to be here, and we're going to talk about it, and it's going to be a really great time.
Yeah, being in that you know that it's Samurai Champloo, because both of us haven't seen it in a while, we do need to come up with drinking rules for them. For those of you that are a little more familiar with the series, in the comments below on this video, give us a couple suggestions for drinking rules that you think would be awesome for the series. Because It's not just us that's drinking in this, it's you as well. You should be following this, drinking along with us, watching the episodes like we are, and giving us the comments that we want you to give us in return.
Word.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that is it. That's it. Fucking Trigun's done, dude.
Done, son.
This is the first
son.
complete series of DAC. Like, it's fucking cool. So, again, next week we'll be back. We're gonna do oh my life.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a lot of that. Just that right there. Fuck Samurai Champloo. It's all that right there.
Oh god. We'll be back with Samurai Champloo next week. We'll see you guys later.